In the shadows of the NHL, trade block is a labyrinth of mystery and supposition. In February 2024, agreements are whispered in dark corners, and riches move like ice under skates. Jake Guentzel's light shines brightly, but shadows dance around Adam Henrique's worth. In this game of hockey shadows, who controls the cards? Who will rise and who will fall as teams compete for the precious pieces on the board? Join this video for answers to these questions. Number 1. Sean Walker, Philadelphia Flyers. So, in January, TSN ranked Sean Walker as the 4th most likely player to be traded. But by February, he had dropped to 5th on our NHL trade block big board. If you're unfamiliar with Sean Walker, don't worry. He plays defense for the Philadelphia Flyers, and while he's not a household name in hockey, he's a good player. He is 29, played 5 seasons with the Los Angeles Kings before joining the Flyers this summer. And despite his size, 5'11" and 196 pounds, he brings considerable grit to the game. This season, Walker has been a popular topic in trade discussions. The Flyers' general manager Daniel Briere is not sending him away cheaply, however. Briere is holding out for a decent deal, as his contract expires this summer and his salary is $2.7 million. Walker's defensive skills and puck-moving ability have piqued the interest of teams such as the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. If the Flyers do deal him, they may get a huge return, a second-round pick, a young prospect, or possibly a first-round choice. But well, nothing is set yet. We'll have to wait and see when the trading deadline approaches. Number 2. Vladimir Tarasenko, Ottawa Senators. The St. Louis Blues traded Vladimir Tarasenko to the New York Rangers on February 9, 2023. Crazy, isn't it? A year later, the 32-year-old right winger plays with the Ottawa Senators. But guess what? Trade rumors imply that he could be traded again before the deadline. The Senators aren't dominating the Eastern Conference. Their proximity to the bottom raises concerns about Tarasenko's future. On January 25th, General Manager Steve Staios stated that Tarasenko has not considered waiving his no-trade clause. He's keeping an eye on things and may reconsider if he receives a good offer. Tarasenko boasts an amazing resume. He has scored an average of 30 goals for the Blues since winning the Stanley Cup in 2019. Last season, he had 50 points for the Blues and Rangers. He is expected to score 50 points again this season and earn $5 million. Last season, the Blues transferred him to the Rangers in exchange for forward Sammy Blais, minor leaguer Hunter Skinner, a 2023 first-round pick, and a 2024 third-rounder. Tarasenko isn't as productive as he used to be. At this point in his career, a trade involving a second-round pick and possibly a prospect is feasible. If the scoring forward market heats up, a contender may make an offer that includes a first-round pick as well as a prospect or lower-round pick. Playing cards correctly is essential. What are your predictions for Tarasenko's future? Well, do you guys have any suggestions for his fate? Number 3. Chris Tanev, Calgary Flames. The Calgary Flames traded away Elias Lindholm, but he may not be the only notable player that leaves before the March 8th deadline. Chris Tanev could be the next pending, unrestricted free agent to leave Stampede City over the next 4 weeks. Tanev, a regular on our NHL trade block big boards, is a highly rated stay-at-home defenseman whose style of play would benefit a playoff contender's blue line corps. The 34-year-old rear guard has a $4.5 million cap hit and a 10-team no-trade clause. On January 30th, TSN's Darren Dreger claimed that the Ottawa Senators are interested in acquiring Tanev and signing him to a contract extension. He also said that some playoff contenders, including the Toronto Maple Leafs, would consider him a postseason rental player. Tanev is at an age where performance begins to deteriorate. While he plays a smart, strong defensive game, he is not regarded as a top-pairing blue liner. He is ideally suited to play in the second or third defensive pairing. His playing style has also caused him to miss some games due to injury. Tanev should be valued a little more than a second-round draft pick. According to Rick Dhaliwal of Czech TV, the Flames are reportedly looking for a first-round draft selection in exchange for the veteran blue liner. Do not be surprised if a contender looking for defensive depth pays that price. Do you dare to venture into the mysterious shadows? Prepare yourself for an incredible adventure. Number 4. Adam Henrique, Anaheim Ducks. Now let's talk about the newest news in the NHL trade market. So at the start of 2024, Elias Lindholm and Sean Monahan were the most talked about centers up for grabs. But guess what? Both are no longer for sale. Now the attention is on Adam Henrique of the Anaheim Ducks, who has emerged as the best center available. Henrique, 33, has played in the game for 14 years, making him a true veteran. He's not a one-trick pony, he can play center or left wing like a pro. With 8 seasons of 40 points or more under his belt, he shows no signs of slowing down, having already scored 33 points in 49 games this season with the rebuilding Ducks. Teams are interested in him for more than simply his scoring ability. Henrique has impressive face-off statistics, winning more than half of them with a success rate of 53.4%. In addition, he is a consistent penalty killer, spending approximately 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the ice every game when the Ducks are shorthanded. Here's the catch. Henrique's salary cap hit is $5.8 million, which is not cheap. That's a big penny, especially for teams with little salary room this season. If a team wants him but can't take the full hit, they may ask the Ducks to chip in and keep half of it, which may raise the price. Remember how the Canadiens scored big by trading Monahan for a first-round pick? Ducks GM Pat Verbeek may be considering a similar deal for Henrique, and with few options available, someone will have to swallow the bullet and pay for him. So it's game on in the trade market, everyone. Who do you believe will make a move for Henrique? And what are you ready to give up for a player like him? Let us know your opinions. Number 5. Jake Allen, Montreal Canadiens. Break it down. On February 2nd, the Montreal Canadiens sent Sean Monahan to the Winnipeg Jets. Hold on to your hats. GM Kent Hughes may not be finished yet. He wants Jake Allen, a goaltender. Allen is under contract with the Canadiens until 2024 to 2025 and earns $3.9 million. With Sam Montembeault as starter and Caden Primo as backup, Allen feels like an outlier in the goaltender position. Hughes told the media on January 15th that he is happy with keeping all 3 goaltenders for the season. However, postseason contenders such as the Carolina Hurricanes, Colorado Avalanche, Los Angeles Kings, and New Jersey Devils may want to add goaltenders. Allen's stats haven't been fantastic this season. Due to the Canadiens' terrible defense, he has 5 wins, 9 losses, and 3 overtime losses. His save percentage is .901, and he has 3.43 goals against average. However, his career GAA and save percentage are 2.73 and 908, respectively. He also backed up the Habs in their incredible 2021 Cup final run and won the Stanley Cup with the St. Louis Blues in 2019. During the regular season, a seasoned backup goalkeeper like Allen may be selected in the 3rd round. However, with few goalkeeper alternatives available, a contender looking for depth may be willing to exchange a 2nd-round pick and maybe a conditional pick. Keep an eye out. Who will want Jake Allen, and what are you willing to give up to get him on your team? Share your goalkeeper trade predictions. As the NHL trade deadline approaches, expectation grows for the chess moves between teams. Who will land where? Which players will change the game's dynamics? It's all in the shadows, waiting to be exposed. Stay tuned and let the trading frenzy begin. And if you like the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.